Hi my loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video we're going to be doing a clean girl makeup tutorial. So we're going to go from this to glam. Stay tuned to see how I achieve this look. So first off, I went with gel. I use what gel is this? Edge control for my brows. So I'm not going to be doing brows because the microbleeding is a plus for me, and since we're going with simple makeup I didn't cover it up. Then we're going to hydrate the face. I used the all-in-one cream moisturizer. It just helps with a lot of hydration for me. I'll be listing down the products I used in the description box, so you can just find them there. And one thing with a good makeup is if you know how to blend. So no matter the amount of products, you have to blend properly. I'm going in with Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I have a dry skin, so I don't use a lot of primer on my face because I think primer or not, my makeup always stays intact because my skin is like very dry. My face is dry. So I just put the primer, my forehead, basically the T-zones of my face. So I went in with my foundation because we're doing a very simple, clean girl glam. I went in with just little foundation. And another trick to blending with a beauty blender, your foam has to be damp. So I say damp so you don't go and soak all your foam in like water and all that. So just soak it in water but squeeze it out and let the foam be damp and fluffy. So yeah, and take your time and blend. Blend properly. I didn't use a lot of foundation, and you see how I was avoiding my brows, because if I put foundation and use it to cover it up, and I'm not doing brows for this makeup. So next I'm going in with my concealer. This is Avour concealer, and because we're doing a very simple glam, just very little under the eyes. And this concealer, I think this concealer is my shade. It's not, or should I say a shade lighter. So I take my time and blend properly. I start with my jaw. See how I'm blending, very demure, very classy, very precise. So take your time and blend properly. Don't take out all the products, just know how to blend in place. Like blend it on that particular place you put, or you place the product, or you want the product to be. So for my girlies on microbleeding, if you love your brows enough to carry it, to do your makeup, you could just use this procedure. But if you want to have another shape of brow, you could just cover this up with foundation. Because if I wanted to draw my brow, I could just cover my brows up with foundation. See how I'm taking my time to blend? Very demure. So next is contour. Since we're still doing light makeup, just very little contour. I use the foundation 2 shades darker. Patted it on my hand just to not get too much product on my face. So I'm contouring just 2 steps below under my eye. Yeah, that's the only way I can explain it to you people. Just count 1, 2. So I'm just using my lip stain as cream blush. This is a matte lip. Like I said, just take out excess product on your hand so you don't get too much product on your skin. This is a matte lip, so you have to blend immediately, because if you place the products there without blending it, my sister, if air touch it will dry and it will remain there. So if you're using a matte lip and not a creamy lip, you have to blend it out ASAP. Next is nose contour. For my nose contour, I still did the same foundation shade and a blending brush. So I just make it more precise on the upper part of my nose. Take it down a little. Then I use my foam for the down part, because we're going to do this makeup very light. I just blended out everything. You get, the nose contour was not so obvious. One thing people skip is this blending thing, not having enough patience to blend. So for setting, I'm using merak powder in the shade Ginger. I use this powder to set and bake too. So there's a difference between setting. What I'm doing now is setting. What is setting? I'm putting dry product on my concealer. You're setting your concealer, you're setting your liquid products with your dry products. While baking is like the one that makes it like very obvious, like full beat. So I did that. I set everywhere. I highlighted with my merak, and then I'm going with my milani powder in the shade Warm. Yeah, that's one, in the shade Warm. So I powder my face because I already used foundation. You see how I'm taking my time to get powder everywhere on my face. Very demure, very mindful, very makeup-y. So after that, I went in with concealer on my eyes. So instead of using eyeshadow primer, you could use concealer too for your shadow base, because we're not really doing too much for this makeup. Yeah, that is why I'm using concealer. But if you want to do too much, you could use eyeshadow base or eyeshadow primer, whatever the name is. So I won't be doing any serious shadow. We'll just be using my powder shade for the eyeshadow. So I put this is my powder shade for the eyeshadow, and then I'll be using a darker shade, more like my contour shade for the transition color. So I'm just taking my time to blend it out from where I put my contour to down the shadow, just to let it blend properly. So you do that for both eyes. This can pass as everyday makeup when you don't want to do too much, but you still want to look bright. You get. So now I'll be going ahead to bake. I always tap the product on my hand first, so as not to get too much product on your face, and that will give you extra work. Like that will give you so much work. So if you have a mixing pan, you could just use your mixing pan as the first point of contact, so your face doesn't get all the heat. Don't mind me doing mascara for my 2 pieces of lashes. Anyway, I did mascara next. You have to be careful so you don't stain, but I really love this mascara because the ones are tiny and the mascara dries out like very quickly as you're placing it, so you barely get stains with it. I cleaned my lip balm to do my lipstick. So this lip palette is from imagic. I think this is their natural lip palette. Sorry, I like overlining my lips, so I always overline the top of my lips. For the lip, you use a precise brush for lining. I like using a tiny precise brush for lining, so I don't go over. I don't get lipstick where I'm not supposed to get lipstick. Then I start cleaning out with concealer or something. So yeah, that is what I'm doing. And then blend. You see everything I'm doing, I'm taking my time to blend. You can do this smiley thing so you get your lipstick everywhere. So here I'm going in with this pink nude for the inside. So I use a blending brush for the inside of the lip. I'm going in with this pink nude, still from imagic. I really love this lip palette a lot. So take your time and blend and make it look nice. So for my overlining now, I like using a darker brown. This is like Earth Blood, but it always comes out that dark brown. This lip is from imagic, and I think the name of this shade is Thunder. sorry, this lip is from Classic, no imagic. Name of the shade is Thunder, and it's a matte lipstick too. So that's what I use to overline. I'm just, coming correct with the lining so it doesn't look too weird and all that. So next we're going to go in with lip gloss. My lip gloss is from Classic. I love this lip gloss. It's not so sticky and it's not so light. It's just I love the texture too. It's just the perfect amount. So I'm going to always clean your applicator if it's not disposable before putting it back, so as not to get stain in your lip gloss and change the color. Now I'll be dusting off under my eye with the same powder. This powder now is my shade, but if I was going for a very glam makeup, I would have dusted it off with a powder that is one shade lighter than my shade. But since we're not going for glam, I dusted it off with my powder shade. This is a hack for when you get mascara stains on your shadow. Just let it dry and then you use your spoolie and take it off. Some people don't like this process but if you can get your eye to be steady and do your liner, your makeup will come out better. So my setting spray is from Kiss Beauty, and I love patting it down just to help it dry quicker and get it everywhere on my face. I don't use so much setting powder. I see people drowning themselves in setting spray. I don't used to drown myself in setting spray. As long as the spray has gotten everywhere in my face, I'm fine. I was putting my beauty mark on top of my pimple. And this is something else people don't know. You can actually use mucus spirits to take off makeup stains on your hand, your brushes. It takes off makeup like in a breeze, and it can also sanitize your brushes too because it's spirit. And voila. If you stay to this point, I really love you. I appreciate it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also comment so I can know what else to serve my babies. Thank you for watching, guys. I love you. Bye.